everyone, I'm Clem and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing the book genre tag, and this was first created by Violet and the Never Ending TBR. I'm going to link the original video in the description box if you're interested. Basically, this book tag is a series of questions, but first, before answering this question, you have to pick a genre and then answer the questions according to the genre you picked. So for this, I'm going to do it the first time, and I'm going to pick fantasy because it's the genre I read the most, so it will be easier for me to answer the question. So, the first question is one of your favorite standalones book. I picked Uprooted by Naomi Novik. So in this book you're following Agnieszka, and Agnieszka lives in this very weird world where the woods are alive and they are actually like spreading across the world, but there's a disease, like the woods are bad. And so in each cities or like region, you have a dragon, and the dragon is a magician that lives in a tower, and his job is to protect the people from the wood. But the dragon in Agnieszka town is actually weird because every 10 years or so he picks a young girl, and usually he picks them because they're beautiful and everything, but no one knows what he's doing to the girl. And this year the dragon has to pick a new girl, and everyone thought it was going to be Agnieszka, best friend, because she's very intelligent, very beautiful. I mean, she just like the other girls the dragon took before, but actually Agnieszka gets picked, and she's going to work with a dragon, and you're actually going to understand what is actually happening with the dragon, but also with the wood. I read this book a while ago and I really enjoyed it. I think I'm going to reread it this year just because I have a blurry memory of it. Like I don't remember the ending, which is really weird. So I might do a reread this year, but if you haven't read this book, it's really special but also unique and very great. I mean to read the other books by Naomi Novik. The other one was Spinning Silver. I still haven't read it, but I really want to. Question number 2 is pick your favorite series. I had to pick The Dark Artifices by Cassandra Clare, so this was the third series by Cassandra Clare, and in this one we're in the Los Angeles Institute and we're following the main characters Emma Carter and Julia Blackthorne, and there is this wizard who is trying to bring a dead person back to life, and they have to deal with this and a cult and sacrifices, and Emma and June also have to deal with the fact that they love each other but they can't be together because they're parabatai and they can't like love each other. So yeah, it's definitely my favorite series by Cassandra Clare, even though The Mortal Instrument will always be dear to my heart. This one's really like, I don't know, I can't even explain why I love it so much. I just love the characters, and Emma and June are my fave. So yeah, I'm really attached to the characters in this trilogy, so I think that's why I love it that much. Next is what is a trope you like in this genre? I don't really know what to pick for this because I don't have a clear opinion on the tropes. Like, either I like it or I don't like it, but like for instance, the one I was thinking of picking was The Chosen One, because I like this trope when it's well done, and if I haven't read a book with this trope for a long time, I'm going to enjoy it. But if I see it too often, it's going to bother me. But we can't deny that The Chosen One is really a classic and it can never get old. I mean, it actually can, but most of the time it never gets old, and I like reading this. But yeah, I'm not sure. I'm going to say The Chosen One because I like it, but I'm not sure. And for this, once again, it depends, but I'm getting a bit tired of the love triangle trope. I like it at some point, like sometimes I'm going to like it because it's well done, and also because I haven't read about the love triangle for a long time. But in fantasy, it's always there. Like, you always have at some point a love triangle because there are so many characters that at some point, you don't know, those two dudes fall for the same girl, and it can happen in real life, but I don't know, does it always have to be this huge question about who she's going to choose? Like, why is it taking most of the story to decide who she's going to love, and it's taking so much place. Sometimes it takes so much place that it ends being more important than the real quest or what's really happening. Like, I don't like a love triangle when it's the main part of a story, but when it's here and other things are happening, I can enjoy it. Next is pick a disappointing book in the genre. A lot of people might actually hate me for saying this, but I have to pick Hair of Fire by Sarah J Maas. Because when I first started, and before you hate me, I have my reasons. Okay, when I first started Throne of Glass, I read the first one, I was so into it, the story seemed amazing, I love the idea that the assassin was going to be but actually that the story was centered around an assassin. I was so into it. Crown of Midnight was really good. But then I had to read Hair of Fire and it went so weird. Like, I didn't care about the characters. It took this road where Alina becomes a fae, and politics and love and other people, you don't know anything about them. You forgot the characters in the first two books. So yeah, I read the first two, and after finishing the third one I decided that I will not continue this series, so for me the third one was a big disappointment. Next is a book on your TBR that you want to get to soon. I really want to get soon to the Guinevere Deception by Kiersten White. In this book you're following Guinevere as she's on a road to marry King Arthur, but actually there is a twist in this story, because Guinevere is actually a changeling and she dedicates herself to protect Camelot. So she's actually going to Camelot to protect the king and to protect Camelot. That's pretty much all I know about this book, but since I've seen the cover, I'm in love with this book and I just bought it. So I think it might go up on my priorities. I don't really know when I'm going to read it. I really want to read it soon, so maybe in February or in March, but this is going to be read like in the 2 months that are coming. Next is an intimidating book or series. Okay, I'm going to go with Lord of the Rings by Tolkien, just because I'm a huge fan of the movies. Like, I've been watching the movies since I can remember, but I never got around the books, and they're a bit scary because I'm afraid that I might not like them as much as I like the movie, or that it's going to be complicated, or I don't know. I don't know why I'm scared to read these books, but I would like to read them this year. So yeah, actually Lord of the Rings is really intimidating. What is a book genre you want to read more of? I recently discovered my love for historical fiction, like YA historical fiction, so I really would like to read more of this. I'm reading Rita Spenez. I know it's not necessarily YA, but if you have good historical fiction, I will be happy for you to give me a recommendation in the comments, because I really would like to read more historical fiction. What book genre intimidates you the most? And I think it has to be non-fiction, like memoirs or biographies. I'm sure it's really interesting and that you can learn a lot from people and from their experiences, but it's not a genre that attracts me like the most, and I don't know, I'm really scared that it's going to be not hard to read, but boring in a way. And I'm sure it's not boring, but I don't know, I'm not really attracted by it, and it's kind of scares me a bit. And the last question is actually to tag people, so I'm going to tag Emma from Muggle Glamour, Lucy from Crescent Page, and also Sarah from Sarah the Dreamer. Girls, I hope you're going to have fun doing it. It was really fun, and I might do this for contemporaries because it's the other genre I read the most. So anyway, I hope you had fun watching this and that you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like this video, but also to subscribe to the channel. And anyway, I will see you next time. Bye guys!